My name is Sensei Kris Sparks. Sensei just means teacher, or the one who comes before. But I'm the owner and head instructor at Sparks Martial Arts, located in Stallings, North Carolina, where Matthews is the closest neighboring town. Been doing martial arts for going on 27 years. Started as a young boy and have continued to train throughout my life. It's always been there. Sparks Martial Arts is the family training center. We have roughly over 200 members, and a lot of moms, dads, brothers, sisters. They all train together. So we're kind of your quintessential neighborhood academy. Love the opportunity for you guys to stop in and see us. One of the things I found over my years of training is martial arts can help children develop a couple core attributes or kind of key things, and one being that confidence. So especially children at a young age dealing with all of the social pressure, bullying, trying to keep up with the Joneses, so to speak, and martial arts is that team individual sport. And what I mean by that is you're part of that dojo or that academy, so you get the feeling of community and family and that team. But at the end of the day, your performance is based on the individual showing up to class, earning stripes, earning belts. And what that really does for that child is instill real confidence. It's not fake confidence, it's not vibrato. It's, man, I earned something. I didn't give up and this happened, and teaching that non-quitting spirit. So I think especially children, I started my own son at 3. My experience is I started at 7 years old. And what that did for me is as I was growing up, I was able to play other sports. I played football, basketball, baseball. Wasn't very good at them because I'm vertically challenged, so to speak. But it really, the martial arts was that core discipline that gave me the confidence to put myself out there. So that's what I see it doing for young people today, and I think it's been around. It's been around for thousands of years. Fathers passing it down to their children, to their sons, their daughters. And I think it really instills that confidence piece. That's the number one thing I see, and it's that real confidence. We talked a little bit earlier about the confidence being one of the number one things, the skills that you gain by martial arts, but there's quite a few others, and physical conditioning is a huge one. I talk that you have to be a martial athlete before you can be a martial artist. So by martial arts training works on a lot of the agility work, a lot of your balance, gross motor skills. Just being able to stand on one leg, we take that for granted. We walk every day, but now we want to pick our leg up and we want to slowly extend a kick out, bring it back. Just the core strength and the balance that takes and the concentration. So a new student that comes in, they may be back and forth and shaking, and it's so neat to see that child over time be able to hold their leg up, start snapping kicks out, and not fall over. So I see the physical aspects are a big key. Not only that, but developing strength. You come in and you might only be able to do 1 or 2 push-ups, 1 or 2 sit-ups, and now that child, I've seen kids as young as 6 doing 10 and 15 real push-ups where some of my adults can't do that. So being able to do that, and especially I think today, growing up when I was a kid, we had gym class, and I think more and more we're going away from that, and I see a lot of parents bringing their kids because they want that physical conditioning, they want that physical attribute. Second is just being a tougher target against bullying, against crime, whether mainly the kids. Really developing how to stand the right way. If a bully or a stranger tries to pull them away, just the self-defense aspect. I think when you think of karate or martial arts, you think of the movies, but we don't really think about the practicality of, what would you do? And a child that trains is going to be 10 times less likely to be taken or be bullied just on the fact that they know how to respond. The reason kids become victims to bullying or to crime or kidnapping is a lot of times they just don't know what to do. They panic and it sets in. So this is a safe environment where they're able to rehearse that, where they're able to practice it, and then we make it practical so that they really, truly can break free. And I think there's some other things that you couple that with the confidence, And what a well-rounded young person you're creating, so that they're prepared for the world when they walk outside these doors. You know, they're prepared better, I think, than children who might just compete in team sports, where the emphasis may be more on the winning of the game versus the personal, individual development of that child. When we think of career development, how can martial arts help, shape our young children for the future? I think of my own personal experience. There was never a time when I was at an employment or at a job where I didn't think, I can't go for that next promotion, or I can't put myself out there, because I had that non-quitting spirit, that non-quitting attitude instilled in me at such a young age. I had that real confidence we talked about. Martial artists tend to rise to the top. They're kind of the doers. They're that, you earn a black belt, and that's a big achievement. That's on your resume. I mean, an employer looks at that, and what that tells a future employer is that person started something and didn't quit. And if I'm a hiring company, do I want that individual versus maybe somebody else that doesn't have that on their resume? So right off the bat, you're kind of putting yourself as a martial artist ahead of everyone else. I think second is it teaches you that when it does get tough, when times you get knocked down, you learn how to get back up, because you've had that practical experience, whether it be at a belt testing, not breaking a board. We think you think, wow, breaking boards kind of hokey, but think about what that teaches that child. He might not break that piece of wood, then he comes back and does it. What about when he doesn't get that promotion, or he doesn't, he goes for that job and they tell him no? What does he have to fall back on to say, let me dust myself off and go again? And I think that's where martial arts really helps our future leaders. It's teaching them to lead by example, to have that non-quitting spirit. And also, they tend to speak up. Because in class you have that cadence, that oos, oos sensei, or yes sir, or whatever your response is. So they're used to speaking up and being standing at attention. They're kind of, the way they carry themselves is going to come off in that interview. It's going to come off to their boss. They're going to have that kind of discipline, much similar to our military folks. They have, they walk in a room, you can kind of tell. They have that aura about them. I think that's what we're teaching our kids, and we're helping them as they go for those future jobs. And especially, we want to give them the best chance that we can, and I think that does that. One thing that we saw here was, I have a lot of homeschool families, and they were asking for the longest time, they were, Sensei, you need to start a homeschooling program. And I was kind of curious, and so, well, tell me more. One of the things that a lot of the homeschooling parents struggle with is their curriculum. They're kind of done earlier in the day than a traditional, education system or at school. So they're looking for that, what else can they do to help their child succeed? And as I started doing some more research, talking to my own students, I wanted to put together an exclusive program just for homeschoolers. We're going to call it Home Kicks. And that's going to allow other homeschoolers, other like-minded parents, to bring them in, and I'm developing a curriculum specifically for that demographic. What we want to focus on, number one, socialization. Giving them that opportunity, just like the regular ed kids get at recess and at gym and at changing classrooms. We want to give them that experience here in our academy. So now they get to come in different age levels, different sizes, different skill sets, and they get to come on the mat and have that socialization. Second, physical education, specifically for them. A lot of the parents I spoke to really want their kids to be that martial athlete. So we'll put together skills and drills, agility, strength and conditioning training, just for them, specifically designed to help them. So as they go out for sports team, they're not behind. I want them to be ahead. I want them to stand out. Anti-bullying and being a tougher target against crime. That confidence piece. Really instill in them, that they can stand up for themselves, and it doesn't have to be with kicks and punches. That's the last thing we resort to. It's more about the way they carry themselves. They're head high, that they speak up, that they respond, and that they have that real confidence. And then lastly, self-defense. They're going to learn a traditional martial arts skill that they can take with them for the rest of their life. They're going to learn the same skills that I teach in a class in the evening, but allow the parents to still enjoy dinner, not have to make a second trip out, by having that earlier time, since they have that availability during the day. They can come in the early afternoon, take their martial arts class, and then still be at home, for dinner time with the family. So really excited about that, and I think it really can help our homeschoolers that I currently have and everyone in this area. Thanks so much for being with me today. And again, my name's Chris Sparks from Sparks Martial Arts. I'm the head instructor and owner. We offer classes every day. We're a full-time academy, Monday through Saturday. From kids classes, our Karate Juniors starts as young as age 4. Regular kids classes start at age 6. We have our youth and teens, and also our core kickboxing for adults. We also offer a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu program if people want to cross-train. And most importantly, we're going to offer a home kicks program, which is going to be exclusively for homeschool students. That's going to start in January. It's going to be Monday and Wednesdays at 1 p.m. So I'd love for you guys to come by, check us out at 1020 Stallings Road, Stallings, North Carolina. Our web address is www.sparksmartialarts.com, and you can call us at 704-839-1818. Thanks so much for being with us today.